Okay, so we're still solving rational equations, and I didn't think we'd have to say anything more, but then there were problems like these, and someone came up and said, this is impossible to do, we've never seen this before. So here we go. What to do if we just have x and 5x or some other amount of x's in our denominator? How do we find our common denominator? Okay, so remember the whole key, the whole point of this is we want to cancel out all of our denominators, right? So if I'm looking for, and again, we call it least common denominator. It might not actually be the least, but it'll work. So if I want to get rid of x in the denominator, I would need to multiply by x on top, right? For my second term, to get rid of 5x, I would need to multiply by 5x. So I already have x from the first one, so I don't need to put it again, but I do need to multiply by 5, right? So I'm just writing out all the factors that I need in my least common denominator. And for my last one, I want to get rid of dividing by 3. So the opposite of that is to multiply by 3. So our 5 doesn't help us here, so we're going to have to multiply by 3. Okay, so this is all the things we need to multiply to get rid of all of our denominators, all right? So we can clean this up. So x times 5 times 3, so this is just 15x. So this is my least common denominator, or a common denominator. So I'm going to multiply each of my 3 terms by 15x. Okay? So we have 5 times 15x over x plus 6 times 15x over 5x. And that equals 2 times 15x over 3. Okay? So same deal as yesterday. I'm going to cancel out everything I can. So on the left, I have an x on top and bottom. So I'm left with 5 times 15, which is 75. Plus, let's see, the x's will cancel out our middle term. 15 and 5, the 5 will go away. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So I'm left with 6 times 3, which is 18. And on the right, there's no x's to cancel out, but I can simplify 15 and 3 by 3. So it's going to leave me 5 up top. So 2 times 5 is 10, and then 10x, because that x did not go away. And now we're back to what we're familiar with, right? All the fractions are gone, and we're just solving for x. So we add these together, that's 93. 93 equals 10x. Divide both sides by 10, and we get x is 9.3. And then that's it. Okay? So it's a little bit different. It's not really any more difficult. If anything, the math is a little bit more straightforward because we're not factors. It's not x plus something. I don't have to distribute anything. So you just have to remember, if you see just x by itself, or x in some coefficient, you only need to have one x in your common denominator, okay? Everything else, you just look at all of your coefficients and constants and say, what is the least common multiple for all of them? And that also is part of it. So this is where this 15 came from, right? 3 times 5. Then you multiply all of your terms by that. Simplify, and then solve for x. Okay, so again, it's a lot of work for one answer, but that's life. It looks impressive. Can show off all the hard work you do in math class to anyone that cares to see it. All right, so try them out. Let me know how it goes. All right, bye.